Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to your stage your compere for this evening, Mr. Frederick Bloy. He's everywhere, that Jon Lee. Hello guys, how are we doing? You okay? Brilliant. My name's Frederick. I am going to be hosting tonight, and we're going to be talking about very serious issues. I must ask, is there anything that anyone here takes very seriously? Very seriously? Anything at all? Or are you all painfully dull? It could be anything. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll take it that, you know, it's coming towards the end of the term, I'm a little bit tired. There is one thing I personally take quite seriously, and I'd like to talk about with you all tonight, this evening, It's very important in terms of the British public. It sort of ranks on par with whatever Kate Middleton is wearing at any given time, and also Iraq's relationship to chemical weapons. What I'm talking about, of course, is biscuits. Biscuits. It's very important for Britain. I take biscuits very seriously. If you invite me around to your house and there aren't biscuits laid out, I'm not taking my shoes off in the hall and I'm leaving with the dog. You may say, Fred, there's a biscuit shortage. My response to you would be, you better start making cookie dough, bud, otherwise there'll be a you shortage soon. Oh, Fred, my brother died in a car crash. Oh, it's awful. If there aren't biscuits at the wake, he died in vain. Right? We're very passionately about this. So we're going to talk about biscuits, we're going to rank biscuits. Everyone's opinions will be heard, because there are no gods here. However, there's one crucial thing you have to remember, and that's that only my opinion will be heard, because I'm God here. I'm the God of biscuits, right? I have the mic, okay? So, let's talk about biscuits. They're all in this bag. Would you believe that all these biscuits only cost about £9? There's a fuel crisis, just flipping biofuel at the biscuits. Right. The nice biscuit, number one. The nice biscuit. Do we like the nice biscuit? Has the word nice in it? Do we like the nice biscuit? Some no's, some yeses. Right, mixed response. Did you know that the flavour of the nice biscuit is not sugar?
Yes.
It's coconut. There is a time before you know that fact, a time after you know. We're all in the after phase now, welcome. The nice biscuit for me, it's okay, it's like masturbation. In that, it's good while you're having it, but once you're finished, you realise there are people having better out there, you know? I'd say this is an average biscuit on the scale. This is an average biscuit. Right, next up, number two, digestive. Do you like the digestive?
Overrated.
Yes. Overrated, right. The digestive for me is a staple of British tea time, along with sort of Bisto gravy and domestic abuse. Personally, I think they're great. You put chocolate on this bad boy, flip it out, you know? It's like Head and Shoulders, it's great, right? But then you get the apple version. Orgasmic, right? This is a great biscuit. So, next up we have, I've got so many biscuits. I'll find it. There you go, malted milk. Number three, the malted milk. Now, I never used to like the malted milk, but then it hung around and I grew to love it. In many ways, it's like my father. The main drawing point for the malted milk, I find, is, and we all know what it is, subliminally, we all know what the main drawing point is. It's got a cow on the front. And cows are cool. I mean, look at her. Is she trapped? Does she crave freedom? Either way, it's a good biscuit. It's a good biscuit, I think. Right, number four. The rich tea. Right. The rich tea for me is the snobbier, more uptight brother of the digestive, right? If the digestive is Harry, the rich tea is William because it's classier. Or alternatively, it's the other way around, the digestive is William and the rich tea is Harry because this thinks it's, you know, better than its brother when really it just isn't. It has the word rich in it. I mean, if there ever was a biscuit that screamed elderly white woman dunking this into the good china, it has to be this one, surely. This is also good. I'd say good. It's not that special. Right, double whammy time. Number 5 and number 6. The custard cream and the chocolate bourbon. Right. I like the sandwich biscuit, and these are 2 good sandwich biscuits. You've got one with buttercream, one with some chocolate in the middle. They're lovely. Show of hands, who prefers the bourbon? Ooh, who prefers the custard cream? Oh, it's split even. This is exactly what I dreamed about. Great. Now, I personally, controversially, think they're equal. I think they're the same. However, there is one major difference. The custard cream is white. No, hear me out, right. So, the custard cream is taught as a subject all year round, right? The bourbon gets 1 month. If you carry the bourbons on you, you're much more likely to be arrested. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Calm down. You can't blame me when in every biscuit box up and down the country the 2 are still segregated. It's not like, look, I want them to be together, I'm willing them to be together, but you know, government says no. I think they're both great. I think both biscuits are great. Do you know what else I think is great? Our first act of the evening. Are we excited? Brilliant. So, it's an improv game we have for you. It's called Mary Berry, yes? They don't look confused, so that's good. And for this game, I'm going to need, please welcome to the stage, you want to love them, John and Tom! So, this game is called Mary Berry. Why? She paid us a lot. No, I've never met her. I don't know. But what happens is these guys are going to perform a very mundane scene for about 30 seconds, and then eventually I will say Mary Berry, and then they'll make it as strange as they possibly can with all their improv prowess. So, for this one, from you lovely people, I'm going to need, what should we get for you guys? A location, please. A mundane location. Anything at all. Scarborough. I shout out to Scarborough. Any others? Does not have to be geographical. Sainsbury's. Aldi. We're going down a trend here. A cafe. Okay, cool. We're taking cafe. You 2 are in a cafe. Listen out for my Mary Berry. Take it away.
What can I get you, sir?
What kind of coffees do you have?
Oh, that's a good question, sir. We have lattes, americanos, and espressos.
I'll take an espresso, please.
Smashing. $2.99, sir, if you'd be so kind.
Here you go.
Oh, lovely. With milk, sir?
Yes, please.
Awesome. There we go. Your espresso, sir.
Thank you very much.
Mary Berry.
You know that is.
No, I think there's something else in it. You sure?
Yes, there's breast milk from the old teats.
Yes, I tasted that, and I think amazing, by the way. Thanks, the best I've tasted in a while.
Thank you.
We got something else in there. This is amazing, by the way.
Oh, well, let me see. So, the coffee is straight from Puerto Rico. The water is straight from the springs in Wales. And the sugar, oh, let me see. Why, the sugar, I spat in it. Very sweet saliva I have, sir.
You have made the best coffee in the world.
And scene! A brief insight into the minds of our members there. Breast milk. Yes, so we have another improv game for you now. This one is called Superheroes. Please welcome these guys to the stage. They're as good. They involve one of the people you've just seen. Please welcome Iestyn, Tom, and Stefan! So, the way this game works is that there is a raging crisis and we need superhero-style help. Iestyn is going to be the first superhero on the scene. He's going to try his best to solve this crisis. Eventually, he's going to run out of ideas, and he's going to call for another superhero. He's going to give a superhero character to Tom, who will then enter the scene and try his best to help out. Eventually, it'll be too much for him as well. So he will give a superhero character to Stefan, and he will invite him on stage as well. And eventually they'll all be battling, and then one by one, they'll give up until Iestyn is left on his own again. So, what we need to start this game off, however, is I need you guys to give the superhero role to Iestyn. It can be any power you want. It has to be something man. Absolutely any power you want.
Pre-ejaculation.
Pre-ejaculation, man.
How do you know?
Like super power or super weakness. Anything other than that one?
Post-ejaculation.
Post-ejaculation.
I'll be cashier.
How will you cash in, man?
Pasta man.
Pasta man. I'm taking pasta. I'm so sorry. Keep that one. Keep that one. You're pasta man. Okay. Now, secondly, we need a crisis. It can be a wackier crisis, wackier than the sort of locations we had earlier. For Iestyn to be trying to battle as pasta man. Absolutely anything.
Palestinian conflict.
The Palestinian. There's a theme from that corner. Anything other than the Palestinian conflict.
Old lady stuck in a tree.
Old lady stuck in a tree. How'd you get up there? That's for you to solve. Right, so you guys step to one side, you'll be beckoned on shortly. Iestyn, as Pasta Man. you will step. You are Pasta Man. There's an old lady up in a tree.
Okay.
Solve it.
Okay.
How'd you get up there? Jumped. Like 10 feet high. Oh, you've got accordion for legs, right? Gotcha. Okay, right. Well, you're lucky I'm here. Because would you believe, have you seen the other news? It's Pasta Man. Pasta Man. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Not a clue, not a clue. Right, okay. Right, how am I going to do this? Okay, I can, right. I will, okay, cool. Right, spaghetti arms, I will just reach up. No, don't hold them. They're terribly brittle. Oh, that was a, yeah, I know, I just realised this was a terrible mistake. Right, okay, they try. Right, okay, that didn't work. I can drill the tree down for silly fingers. Oh wait, I can't do that either. They're terribly brittle. Okay. Oh, this is bad. I didn't have a bath this morning. I had a cold shower, so it's not done anything. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, that's what happened last time. Yeah, with the dog. Right. Okay. Hang on. I've got some meat on their way. Hang on. I'll just get the tube past binoculars. Oh, here he comes. He's on his way. It's Old Man.
Alright.
Hi. I think it's your wife. Is that her up there?
I think it is, right?
Oh yeah.
How did she get up there?
Accordion legs.
According to who?
According to her.
Sorry?
According to her.
So hearing's not as good as it used to be.
Oh wait, she might know how. She said that's it. Never mind. Anyway, any idea how we can get her down?
Ask her.
You asked her. You're the husband.
Alright. Do you want to come down? The dishes need doing.
It's a terribly old-fashioned thing to say.
I am terribly old-fashioned.
Come to the turf. Right.
You're the young one, you've got all the ideas.
Well, I haven't got. What does it mean? Listen, I'm Pasta Man, but I didn't have my warm bath this morning, so everything's brittle and crap. So I've got nothing.
You got the big flat ones.
Oh!
yeah, but what would that do?
Put loads of them down. She jumps in them.
I've only got, it's only the feet. It's only the two.
Then we've got a lot of pasta if you pasta, man.
Well, it's bodily kind of restricted. It's not really, it's not a superhero power either, it's more of an ailment. Yeah.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. Right, who can we get on the scene then to get her down?
Trees.
That's true.
Sorry. It's been a while.
What about Vine Man? Would Vine Man help?
Nah.
No. What about that man? Leatherman?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Trampoline Man?
I'm looking at the tree and it's just my flashbacks, you know.
Oh, it's alright. Sorry.
It stamps my brain.
Right. Who are we calling then?
Fireman. That'll do it. That's what
Fireman.
you call it fireman.
Fireman. Good idea.
Right, is he coming? I
think so.
One of these phones.
I'm hot on the scene. So, what's up, fellas?
My wife's in a tree. Apparently.
Whoa. This is Fireman.
Yeah?
You called Fireman, not a fireman.
I looked it up in the phone book, it said fireman, and there was a number. So I
Guys.
gave him a ring.
Guys, can you put your PPE on, please? Don't want to burn you down.
I don't believe in those things.
Right.
You don't believe in those things? Oh, Jesus.
Back in my day, we didn't need those things, we just got harder.
Fireman, there's an old woman up a tree. We can't get her down. Have you got any ideas?
Well, have you tried combustion on the tree?
That would be a terribly unwise move. If the
Yeah.
tree explodes, she's blowing out with it.
Well, what's hot on my mind? Let's see.
Fire.
Fire, yes.
Yes.
Shall we
Your mind,
try-
as in your mind is on fire.
Yeah.
Old man, hold a strand of linguine. I shall set it alight, and we shall reach it up to the brave old woman.
How is that any different to a normal? Firstly, I can't do linguine. The only linguine I get is like the crunchy balls.
Back in my day, the pasta could do anything.
Yes, I know, but it's as I said, I haven't had my hot bath. So I can only fire these hard, crusty balls of linguine. I can only fire them out my ass, which is another problem.
No one likes me, really. I mean, people blame me when their houses get destroyed when they have cooking errors, and now you guys. Come on.
Well, fine. If you're gonna sulk like that, go sulk elsewhere. We can solve this on our own.
I've been burned.
That's in right. I'm going to call the police on him.
This is one of the worst things I've ever... Right.
Okay, right, well. Any other ideas? You could give me a leg up.
Not at this age, so.
I could give you a leg up?
Not at that age, so.
Have you got any ideas?
What?
I said, has she got any ideas?
Good idea.
Have you got any good ideas? She says no.
Seems like it's her problem then. I'm off. Need to go get the paper. You never know what's going to happen in the Daily Mail today.
Are you alright to wait there until another random superhero turns up and asks if you're alright? Cracking! Take care! And scene!
Good to know where people came from solving the hardest problems. We have now for you, this is exciting, our first stand-up act of the evening. She's brilliant, you're gonna love her. Not like that, don't get attached. Please welcome to the stage the wonderful Moir!
Hello everybody, happy Red Nose Day to the alcoholics. Are we all enjoying ourselves?
Yeah.
Are we having a good time? Are we well?
Whoa!
Are we healthy? Because that's important, because as much as I love the NHS, it does have a number of problems which I can't get my head around. For example, why in A&E have they bothered to spend loads of money on a flat screen TV and then not turn the sound on? Philip and Holly just mime at you as you have a heart attack. And the subtitles don't help, they're so delayed from the speech, they're from yesterday morning. Which is quite annoying, because I'd actually quite like to know how to make an Easter nest cake. But it must be pretty annoying to be in A&E, working at NHS generally, because it's all so very hectic. My mum actually told me a story about a friend's grandmother who had an altercation with a GP receptionist during the AIDS crisis. Obviously at the time there was a lot of pressure on the healthcare system, and that meant that it was difficult for her to make an appointment. So the grandmother went to the receptionist and she said, you know, why can't I get an appointment? This isn't fair, why am I not being prioritised? It was really upsetting her. But because she was very old and AIDS was very new, she ended the conversation by slamming her fists on the table and shouting, well, tell them I've got dibs! Well, I understand her frustration now. I think we've all been there where you've had to wait for ages to get an appointment on the NHS. Like about a year ago, I had to wait about 6 months to get an MRI. And I'm going to tell you about it because it was quite a damning indictment about the NHS's monetary problems. Because I got to the hospital in Sunderland. Yeah, I live in the cool places. And I met with the radiologist and she said, right, we'll walk down to the MRI. And I was expecting a big tube in the middle of the room. Like a log flume, but without the fun, but there's still a camera for expensive pictures. But what happened was we just kept walking, and then we were in the car park next to a van. And it turned out that the MRI was in a van. I'm not being a snob, but when I think of an MRI, I don't think of a white van full of strangers. I wasn't about to take any sweets off them, even though I was being very brave. But I went in, and I'm in the tube, like Augustus Gloop. And if you've ever had an MRI, you'll know that it's a very overwhelming experience. The machinery's very loud, it's very tight inside. And to add to that stress, about halfway through the scan, the thought popped into my head that at any moment, they could just drive off. I would be none the wiser. So that was a scary thought, but thankfully the scan ended. It wasn't scary. They showed me the scan on the computer screen as if they wanted me to analyse it. And then I got out of the van into Reading. And it was a good experience though overall because the staff were really lovely. Because I think sometimes you do sort of feel like medical professionals aren't on your side. I'm going to get vulnerable for a minute. I was doing my Duke of Edinburgh Bronze Award. Thank you, I was expecting more applause, but that's fine. I was having some trouble with my ankles on the practice hikes, because we did some practice runs before we did the real thing, because I have joint hypermobility syndrome. Yes. And basically I wanted to get some advice from the GP on how to manage it on the real hike. And I went in and he said, right, take your shoes and socks off so I can see how your foot's moving, how the joints are working. And I'd taken my second sock off, and I stood up, and he looked at me, and he went, my, what wide feet you have. All right, Red Riding Hood. Is that a diagnosis, or are you bullying me? It was genuinely traumatic. I was so offended, and it made me so paranoid about medical professionals. But it's not the only time I've been paranoid, because I'm pretty sure we've all had the experience where you feel like you've been pranked at the opticians. Because they put those glasses on you. Like you missed a potato head. And then they start playing buckaroo with your face. Like, I get like performance anxiety because I can't see through the glass that they've put in there that's meant to be blurry so I can't see through it. Which I don't think is fair for my self-esteem. And why have you got to sit in that massive chair? It's for your eyes. Like, I feel like I'm going to blast off. I'm reading the letters like A, F, T, -5, 4. So scary. I'm going to magically look at a piece of paper and then you're going to not know why I've done that, and then I'll carry on talking about my set. Those chairs are so weird to me. They are. It's all on the sleight of hand. Those chairs are so strange. I've never understood it. The only chairs that come close to being nearly as weird are the massage chairs that they have in service stations up and down the country. Do we know these massage chairs? Yeah? I don't understand them. I see them in every service station and I've never seen anyone enjoy them, much like how on every Scottish bridge there's a bagpiper. The thing about these chairs is that they just don't make sense. Because why would anybody, after, I don't know, driving for 4 hours, get a quick McDonald's at the services, and then pay money to sit in front of everybody outside the toilets and be vibrated on a chair? Just get the bus. And those claw machines as well. Why have they got a claw machine by the loos? I don't understand that. Like, you come out of the toilet, you just nipped in for a wee, and then you think, right, is there anything I need before I get back in my car? Maybe a coffee from Costa, a Joe Wicks cookbook from W.H. Smith. No, I know, an Angry Birds plushie. The only people I can even fathom using those machines are the Eddie Stobart drivers who apparently take a look at the front of their truck and think, oh, it's all right. But it would look better if I rammed a soft toy to the grill. But I shouldn't be too harsh on the truck drivers. They did help me get home from Reading. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, fantastic. No sooner has she left, then we have another improv game for you all. This one's called Party Quirks, and believe it or not, it involves every single one of our improvisers, so please welcome back to the stage, Stefan, Tom, Iestyn and Jon! So, the way this game works is it will be one of them hosting a party. Do I remember who that one person is? Yes, I do.
Is it you? Don't think so. No.
I'm happy to do it.
It was Jon! Actually, one second, go sit back down. Go sit back down. We'll welcome you back up. That was awful. Nothing happened. Ella Moir! Woo! Now we're going to improv game. Voila! Woo! So the way this game works is that Jon is hosting the party. And these three guys will be guests at that party. They will each have a strange quirk, a strange characteristic about them that Jon, as the host, is going to have to guess and figure out as they come in one by one. Now, the first thing we need in order to give them quirks that Jon has to guess is, well, Jon can't know them. So, Jon, if you could please leave the room.
Sure thing.
This has been seamless. So, we're going to need a quirk or a characteristic, a weird trope for each of these three improvisers. We'll start with Tom on the end there. A weird quirk for Tom, please.
Leprosy.
That's an illness. That's not a quirk. If you went to someone with leprosy and said, that's a nice quirk, that would be really offended. Good Jesus, where are you going today? I'm just going to go cure those quirky lepers. Anything other than leprosy?
He's a Jehovah's Witness.
Sorry?
He's a Jehovah's Witness.
He's a Jehovah's Witness, okay, yes?
He wants to have that pursuit.
He wants, this is what we're talking about, this is a quirk. This is something right. Illness, quirk. Right, wants to have leprosy, Jehovah's Witness, anything else?
He's got nits and he likes passing them on to people.
Good, that's what you have. You have nits and you enjoy passing them on. You want to pass them on. Okay. Can we have a quirk for Stefan, please?
He's a conspiracy theorist who thinks that that he's not a conspiracy theorist.
It's very multifaceted. Any others? Any others?
He's obsessed with his shoes.
He's obsessed with his shoes. Any others?
He's obsessed with other people's shoes.
You've given two very good ones. I'll take it, why not? You're obsessed with other people's shoes. You love other people's shoes.
But not mine.
But not your own. Well, that's your choice to make. Right. And finally, a quirk for Iestyn here. He's got polio.
And he collects cigarette butts.
You collect cigarette butts.
Oh, okay.
Can you do that?
I can try.
In the game?
Yes.
Yes. So, we'll run through the Thomas as well.
I have tips and I want to spread them to other people.
Yes, you do. Stefan.
Obsessed with other people's shoes.
Good. And Iestyn?
I've got polio. No.
You tease. The last thing we need is to get our host back in here. And the way we normally do this at our gigs when someone's in the room is we normally count down and then we go, if it's John, get back in. So after we count down, if we could all do that, that would be wonderful. So we can go 3, 2, 1. John, get back in! To the side, lads. Good party, sir.
Oh, it's great. Oh, right, gosh, a party. This is my first one. Since coming to uni, I never really hosted any, but hope it goes well. Gosh, alright. Got the crisps, got the alcoholic beverages for them to all enjoy. I think that's what they do at parties. Oh, it's the first guest. Hello.
Alright, hello. Here for the party.
Oh, right. Yes, that.
I'm excited for this party.
Oh,
I'm really excited.
right, I can tell. You're getting very close to me. And,
Sorry.
oh, thanks.
It just happened somewhere. So,
Right.
party, what's going on?
I don't know. It's a party. What normally happens at parties?
Party?
I guess so. Yeah.
Some dancing, people getting close together, just having intimate moments.
Oh, okay. You seem to enjoy intimacy, sir.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a means to an end.
Do you want to like reproduce somehow with me? Oh,
Not
okay.
me.
Okay. Right. Interesting. Hello. Do come in.
You right?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm alright.
Nice to meet you.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, sorry.
That's a nice spread you got on here.
Thanks. Yeah. Cheese, alcohol, wines.
Those are cheese.
Cheddar. And
You've got an ashtray in.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
Fine.
it's fag gas is good for the carpet.
Oh right. Okay. But sure.
Yeah.
I'm too scared to argue with you, sir.
It's alright, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's like a pub carpet.
Yeah. It is.
Do you guys smoke?
Unfortunately not.
No.
It's bad for you.
Oh. Do you know anyone else who's coming who smokes?
Talk of the devil.
Hello. Come in.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. Spent a long time browsing in Clark's earlier. Okay.
Gosh.
Right, we have Reeboks.
Yep.
We have Adidas. Oh dear, sweatshops. Who needs ethics when you've got good crepes?
I guess so. You love your shoes. You just love them.
I do like shoes, yeah, but oh dear, interesting.
Please don't tie them together. Okay. You have a fascination with shoes.
You could say that, yeah. Mine are a bit substandard, but hey.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So you have a fascination with shoes. You study them, do you, or something like that?
Study is an understatement, I would say. I mean, these things, They leave so much to be desired.
Okay.
I mean, they say they're the shoes that breathe, but they don't let me breathe. So
I can't breathe with this guy.
I don't see any problem.
I can't see much else.
Do you smoke?
Do I smoke? No, but you're welcome to. If you put you to store spare cigarettes in my shoes, and then I can have yours. Eh?
Say that again. Storage. But then I need a shoe, so can I have one of yours?
Oh, I don't want to give. Well, I'm not one for mismatching. The thing is, I would take it because I quite like storing, like, you know, my some stuff in there. You know, like I'm a good collector of, you know.
And you're a chap who likes kinky boots.
Right. Okay, I'm going to leave you to one side for a moment, Mr.
He
Shoe
does
Man.
have an itch for shoes.
You're telling me to shoe.
It's my party, mate. Okay.
Not cheese.
So, you are a chain smoker.
No, I don't chain smoke so much. I want to keep up, you know, keep up with what's going on.
Oh, you have a certain quota of cigarettes you must smoke in a day?
I think he goes past that every day.
Okay. You outdo your quota of cigarettes. You really enjoy smoking.
Well, no one else smokes here, so I can't really collect anything off of anyone else.
Well,
So I've just got to. Do you want one there? There you go. There's
Okay.
a. Do you want a lighter? There you go.
Okay, so you try to make everyone else smoke.
Guys,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt your conversation. However, why don't we, after we've had a few bevies, why don't we go down the mall and, you know, maybe sit down and, you know, crouch a little bit. Look at people's ankles.
That's a good idea because we can pick up some like cigarettes and people put them on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, if that floats your boat.
Yeah.
Some victims. Okay, right. Okay. What's
that
going on
is?
here? Is that a gun?
No, it's a Steve.
Oh, it's a
I've got one for you.
Oh, classic. Thank you very much. You finished that quick.
Oh, great. You collect
Pedals, don't get ash on your shoes.
No, it's alright. It's good for the shoes.
Okay.
What were you going to say, mate?
Do you collect people's cigarettes?
I'm going to give it this! Thank you very much. Good party, you take care.
No worries. Okay, right.
That guy gave me a real itch.
You itch.
It just happens to me.
Okay, you have an itching for cheese.
No, that's him. I'm still in this game.
Right. Okay. Cheese is a theme with you?
No.
No?
Oh, I like cheese, but nothing really to do with it.
Oh, okay, right.
It's the thing, you know.
Yeah, it is. Proximity to other people, is that a trend with you?
Closer the better.
Okay, you like smelling people. The closer the better. Why?
I can spread the itch.
Okay. You have head lice. No. Okay. You just you make people itch. You have a contagious itch. No.
I object to the term head lice. Prefer the term friends.
You are friends with parasites.
Well, I like to sort of show them the world.
Okay.
I like your shoe rack designs.
Okay. We're going to go back to you, sir. Right. Okay. You love shoes. No.
I do love shoes. Where did you get yours?
Lonsdale. Sports Direct.
Sports Direct. Mike Ashley might be a questionable bloke, but he does sell some, you know, stylish sneakers.
Yeah.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Right.
You know Stefan. You know him. You really know him. I think the thing about Stefan for me is that he's so selfless. It's very rarely about himself.
Okay. It's about my shoes. You love my shoes.
Don't be such a big head, it's not just yours.
Everyone's shoes. You're interested in everyone's shoes.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
for coming.
You're welcome, yeah. My rack.
And also there, good parrot.
Right. Okay. So, you have an itch, correct?
It comes now and then. I have to deal with it all the time.
Oh, right. Okay.
You can have an itch as well if you want.
Okay. How would you transfer this itch to me? You just transfer an itch to people by touching them? You are.
I am not the itch.
The headlights are the itch. The friends are the itch.
Yes.
Okay. You transfer headlights to people.
I want to give it to you.
Right. These party things are not all they're cracked up to be.
So at this point, we're going to take our interval, 10-15 minutes for you to mull over whether we're worth the second half. We'll be here. We hope you are too. We'll see you in a bit.
Ready to start? Will you please welcome back to the stage your host, Fred Bloy!
Hello again. Hello. Did we all have a good interval? Yeah, excellent. Okay. Someone said no. Someone say no? 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 Well, that's good. So, we're going to get right back into the biscuits. Because I bought a lot. I've got to rummage for each one, and then there's the awkward limbo phase of where I can't find it. There you go, right. I can't remember what number we're on. 7. Ginger nut. The ginger nut. Do we like the ginger nut?
Yes.
Okay, so there's an accepting opinion. I'll be honest, if I wanted a ginger nut, I'd go to Ireland with one tub of potatoes and another tub of lube. It's spicy, it's controversial, it's like slam poetry at an open mic night. It's a bold play and not everyone is going to enjoy it, sort of thing. I'd say this is, I don't mind it, I think it's okay. It's okay, right. Number 8, okay, this is an interesting one. The Jammy Dodger. The Jammy Dodger, do we like the Jammy Dodger?
Yeah.
A show of hands if you like the Jammy Dodger. Okay, almost everyone. Okay, so for you guys that raise your hands, you're wrong. This, I have a major bone to pick. This is the world's most overrated biscuit, right? This is a crap jam sandwich. I can go home after this gig and make myself a better jam sandwich with better bread and more exciting jam. This is a jam sandwich made by a COVID patient. It's got no taste. It's awful. It's awful, right? When people say England doesn't have good cuisine, this is what they're thinking of. This freak of British culinary engineering. Look, and you may say, okay, Fred, the nice biscuit is a bit dull, and the ginger nut is, it's a bit odd, it's a spicy biscuit, it's weird. What I prefer about those biscuits is that they don't have this ideology that they're great. They know what they are. This is colourful packaging and goes, look at me, I'm your friend. I hate it! I hate this biscuit! I don't like you! And jam shouldn't be anywhere near tea. You might as well have warmed up squash. This is awful. This is a bad biscuit, right? Don't like it. Bad. Right. But this one, this is underrated. The pink wafer. This is underrated. It's the happier brother of the communion wafer. Look, I know they pump in a hell of a lot of chemicals to make it that colour, right? But you know what's going to take more chemicals? Numbing the pain of a carton of Jammy Dodgers rammed up your rectum. So keep quiet, okay? This is a good biscuit. This is a good biscuit. And now some of you are probably thinking, Fred, slow down, take a breath. And I'll go, okay, that's better. Fred, you've just said that the pink wafer is a biscuit. It's not a biscuit, it's a wafer. If you're saying that that's a biscuit, you might as well say the Kit Kat is a biscuit. And that's ludicrous, isn't it? Unless, yeah. Right. In it somewhere. Right. Kit Kats. Right. Now, this splits opinion because on Nestlé's own website, they describe the Kit Kat as a chocolate-covered biscuit bar. Right? Okay? However, Kit Kat in 2018 did a Twitter survey and 72% of people who answered said it was a chocolate bar, not a biscuit. Not a biscuit. It's a linguistic issue, right? One second. It's similar, right, to how, with these two, if both of them commit mass acts of genocide, right, only one of them will be deemed a terrorist. It's similar to that, okay? It's similar to that. I think we can all agree that if we say the Kit Kat is a biscuit, it's a good biscuit. So if it makes the cut, it's a good biscuit. Can we agree on that? Yeah. Good. Okay. Let's not do Jaffa cakes. Let's not cake or biscuit. I haven't the energy. Let's not do that. I think one that we can all agree on without much fuss at all is this one. Shortbread. Shortbread. There's communal nodding and happy noises. It's crumbly, it's sweet, it's buttery, it dunks like a mother, you know, it's just... I hold a lot of things against Scotland, right? Like, you know, haggis, the accent. But this makes it all forgiven. This cures it. I love shortbread. It's good. Do you know what else is... No, screw it. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic biscuit. Do you know what else is fantastic? The Viennese sandwich. This, right, is the regal prince of the biscuit genus, right? This is buttery, it's crumbly, it's rich, it's creamy, it takes to dunking like, I don't know, the Labour Party does to anti-Semitism. It's magnificent. It's, you know, the one problem it also solves in the process is that we had the bourbon and custard cream debate. It's the yin and yang resolution. It's got the sort of custard cream biscuit and chocolate in the middle. It's peace. It's harmony. This is decadence. This is the perfect biscuit. This is fantastic. We've come to the point where I've run out of biscuits. And there are many biscuits I could have spoken about that I didn't. For example, Oreos, that's one I could have spoken about. However, I don't want to because they have palm oil and I'm woke. So, we're not going to talk about Oreos. What I am going to do is I'm going to run through all of them and then I'm going to show hands to decide what the best biscuit is. You're going to show me what your favourite biscuit is. So I'm going to run through them. Let's see, can I remember one of them? We had the nice biscuit, the digestive, the malted milk, the rich tea, the custard cream, the bourbon, the ginger nut, the jammy the jammy dodger. I will say in my notes, I misspelled that the first time and it said jammy dogger. The jammy dodger, the pink wafer, the Kit Kat, the shortbread, and the Viennese sandwich. Right, so I'm going to go one by one. There you go, right at the bottom. So, hands up if the nice biscuit is your favourite biscuit. Well, that's going home with me. Lovely. The digestive is your favourite biscuit. Ooh. Okay, this is how we're going to decide this. It's 3 people, I believe. 1, 2, 3. You're all going to guess when this was invented, and closest will get them. When was the digestive invented, sir?
It's the 1900.
1900. 1930.
1931.
1931. It was actually 1892. What's your name, sir? Tom. Digestive food. Take them home. Take them home. Right. What was the next one? Then malted milk. Malted milk. Anyone's favourite biscuit? One person, you get them for free. What's your name?
Tom as well.
Tom. Another Tom. Biscuits for Tom. Pass them to Tom, please. I don't know how much food I've got in here. Hey. So we then get to. We've just done them. Rich tea. Anyone? Rich tea? Mine. Thank you. Custard creams? Oh, 3 people! people. 3 people. Okay, so how am I going to decide this? Flipping out.
Battle to the death.
Battle to the death. I mean, it's a timed show. Okay, I have a biscuit trivia question. You're all going to have to give me your answer. What is, according to one survey in 2009, the most dangerous biscuit? The most dangerous. Think about this. Think about this. What's the most dangerous biscuit?
I'm trying to think of something dry that would then make you choke.
Okay.
Or I can think of Jammy Dodgers because I fucking hate Jammy Dodgers.
I want to give you these, sorry. Okay, so you're going to say Jammy Dodgers, right.
I'm trying to think of something poisonous, but nothing's coming to mind.
I don't think they sell them.
Yeah. Well, say digestive, say training.
Digestives?
Oat biscuits.
Oat biscuit, right. You're all wrong, it's the custard cream apparently. But I'm giving it to you because you hate Jammy Dodgers. What's your name?
Jess.
Jess. Custard cream to you. Custard cream to you. That don't teach you to say Palestinian conflict in a student holiday gig. Right. The bourbon. Oh, okay. What's your name?
Alex.
Oh, we've got 3 people flipping out. Right. Alex, I want to ask you first. I'm thinking of a number that's either 1 or 2. Which one is it?
2.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Second half biscuits. I've got so many biscuits. There you go. Ginger nut. Favourite biscuit?
I'll give you ginger nut.
You'll give me a ginger nut. Was that what you said? You're not ginger. Right, your name, sorry?
Sammy.
Sammy. Can you pass Sam? Round of applause for Sammy. Ginger nut. It's like Christmas. Right. Who's going to try and annoy me? Go on. Who's going to try and annoy me? You like a Jammy Dodger. Well, joke's on you, no one gets them. They're pissed. Right. So, the pink wafer. I know your name. Iestyn, you see the before now it's on biscuit. I thought that this was going to be a war. Kit Kat. Kit Kat. I've only got 1 hand. I've got 2 hands. John, you're going to rob an audience member of Kit Kat. Okay, no. What's your name? Sorry. No, I got 3 people. What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Prabha.
Sorry?
P-R-A-B-H-A, Prabha.
Brother. Okay. Sorry. I'm thinking of a number that's 1 or 2. Which one is it?
1.
I'm so sorry. What's your name?
Sarthak.
Sarthak. Okay. I'm thinking of a number that's 1 or 2. Which one is it?
2.
I'm so sorry. John, I'm thinking of a number that's 1 or 2. Which one is it?
2.
I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of a number that's 1 or 2. Which one is it?
2.
No. I'm thinking of a number, which one is it?
2 again.
Yes! Hey, we're almost there. Shortbread. Oh, no, you lied. You lied. Kit Kat's not universal, make it a point. You're in the Comedy Society. I know I gave him a chance, but not. Here you go, come get some shortbread, come on. Round of applause, come on. And last but not least, the majestic Viennese sandwich. And Moir. Very good. And so we come to the end of the biscuit giving and we get on with the acts. And the first act of this half is another stand-up. He almost won some biscuits and Kit Kats by me. Not quite though, but he's going to be brilliant in doing this stand-up right now. Please welcome to the stage the wonderful Jon Lee! Thank you very much.
Alright, okay, we're going to kick off with some Jane Austen. Right, it is a truth universally acknowledged that any young 6-year-old boy growing up in the home counties to a middle-class family has one thing coming to him, and one thing alone. Now, you may be thinking, what is that one thing? Is it a younger brother? No. Is it an all-boys boarding school? No. Circumcision? No. Worse. Piano lessons. Yes, indeed. So, Piano lessons. So, now, my sister and I received piano lessons from quite a young age, and we started getting them as soon as our legs were long enough to reach the pedals. And I was very annoyed that my parents didn't adopt the same policy when giving us driving lessons. But, yes, so I hated these piano lessons. I absolutely hated them. I hated having to sit still for half an hour. And I also hated the tunes I had to learn. Really dopey, boring, repetitive tunes, you know? Chopsticks, Frere Jacques, you know, Imagine Dragons. But what I hated most of all was the piano teacher. I hated her, and we'll get to her in a moment. But first, let's sort of set the scene a little bit. So, it would be a Monday afternoon. 6-year-old John would be sitting on his bed, playing Super Mario Brothers on his Nintendo. And then there would come a knock on the front door. And I would hear the warm, kind tone of my mother saying, "Oh, hello, do come in. Would you like a cup of tea?" And then I would hear the familiar, cold, thin, reedy voice replying, "Yes, that would be lovely, thank you." And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the voice of the dreaded Mrs. Twistleton. And so Mrs. Twistleton would enter the house and give a piano lesson to me and my sister. Not at the same time, of course, although that would be interesting, you know. My sister could do the left hand, I could do the right hand, you know. My sister could play the white keys, I could play the black keys, you know. My sister could sit and wish the lesson was over, while I could sit and wish Mrs. Twistleton was dead. But no. So, Mrs. Twistleton, she was a lady who struck fear into my 6-year-old core. She had small, beady eyes, and a heart as cold as ice, like Vladimir Putin. And I hated her, and so week after week, month after month, these lessons pounded on, unrelenting and unforgiving, until it got to the point, ladies and gentlemen, where my skin would crawl whenever I heard a single piano note being played. Kind of like when I hear Imagine Dragons being played today. But, ladies and gentlemen, you can only push a man so far. There came one day, one fateful day, when it all changed. I shall tell you the story. It was another Monday afternoon. 6-year-old John was playing Super Mario Brothers on his Nintendo when came the knock at the front door. And I heard my mother greet the foul Mrs. T and call up the stairs, "John, time for your piano lesson." I opened my mouth, about to call back, "Coming," but then I stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a beast stirring inside of me. A beast that was roaring at me to fight back. My eyes narrowed, my fists clenched. I opened my mouth again, and this time I called back, "No!" Indeed. There was a shocked silence. I was almost shocked myself. But then, I felt the beast inside of me rear up again, and I marched out onto the landing. My mother's face was at the bottom of the stairs, along with her head and the rest of her body. She was staring up at me, dumbstruck. "Mother!" I boomed. "This torture has gone on long enough. I hereby give up these foul piano lessons and reclaim my freedom." "John," began my mother, but before she could retort, I delivered my knockout blow. "Tell that foul crone, she can go home and teach piano to her many cats. There was a shocked silence. The walls were ringing with the sound of liberty and justice being served. My mother opened her mouth, but before she could say one word, I span on my heel and marched back to my room, slamming the door behind me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the battle had been won. And Mrs. T had no choice but to flee from the house, never to be seen again. After she'd given a piano lesson to my sister, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much.
So, we have an improv game for you now, and this one is called Excuses, and that has in it people, which Jon, Iestyn, and Stefan apparently. Yes, Jon, Iestyn, and Stefan. Seamless. We've rehearsed so much. Yes. So this is Excuses. Bit of noise, man. Now, this is Excuses.
Well, I believe it's...
That is right. Yes. So Stefan's late. Stefan's late for work. It's up there. Stefan's late for work, and he is going to have to come in and explain to me, his boss, 3 excuses why he's late. 3 excuses. The first one's going to be mundane. The second one is going to be just, a bit weird. The third one, ridiculous. Would never happen. Ludicrous. These excuses are going to be provided by you, and they're going to be mined out by our 2 mimers here. That's what Stefan's going to use to get them, and then tell me what they are. Now, very much like party quirks, the first thing we need to do is tell the guests to leave. So, Stefan, if you could step out the room, please. Round of applause for Stefan. So, firstly, we need a mundane reason to be late to work. A mundane excuse.
Alarm didn't go off.
Alarm didn't go off, thank you. Traffic? We'll take traffic. He was caught in traffic. Right. Second excuse has to be weird, strange. We have a strange excuse to be late for work, please. Go on.
Choked my custard cream.
Choked my custard cream. Most dangerous biscuit in 2009, apparently. I can remember that, but not yet. You had something?
Clipping his toenails.
I love it. He was clipping his toenails. Okay. And third reason is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh boy. Yes, what is it?
Convoy of Russian armored transport.
I will offer it up to the room if there are any rivals to the convoy of armoured Russian transport. Yes?
He ate the dog's homework.
He ate the dog's homework. Ooh. He ate his dog's homework. Can you mind that?
Yeah,
we can try. You know what? You will try. Screw you. Right. So, rank them off. So, the first excuse.
Alarm didn't go off.
No, it's traffic.
Oh, traffic. Seamless.
We're on it.
So, first excuse is on the dog. Second excuse.
It's traffic. It's traffic.
Everything's toenails. Third excuse.
I was busy eating my dog's homework.
Yes, he was. Now, the final thing we need for this game is for my late, naughty employee, Stefan, to get back in here. So we're going to do the same thing we did with Jon. You know the drill. 3, 2, 1. Stefan! Get back in here! Stefan, you're late for work. You're late. You better have a damn good excuse this time. It's only Monday.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Yes.
I was driving. Okay. And the bus missed my stop. Somebody, so I'm stuck in traffic.
Yes, you were. You could have just left earlier, Stefan, mate. Check the traffic. Right. You better have a better excuse, please.
Okay, so my shoes got stuck on. No. Well, so I was trying to attach something to my shoes. Then I took them off. No, I took them off my toes. I was cutting my nails.
Yes, you were! That's not an excuse, that's just disgusting. You need a better excuse, mate.
I was doing something questionable.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I have some. I turned into a dog.
No, you didn't turn into a dog.
I stole a dog. me and my friend here ate a dog.
Not a dog.
No, it's not the Peep Show. Weird. So I was eating parts of a dog. I was I was writing. Then someone stole my paper and ate it.
What was the paper, Stefan?
I don't remember. It was something to do with a dog. I was like, my insurance falls for my dog.
No.
It was. Well, I was writing it on the floor.
So there are papers here, Stefan. What are the papers?
Well, they could have been the newspapers.
No.
They could have been dog bowl papers. They could have been. All right, maybe they weren't dog bowl papers.
No.
They were. So I was knelt down and I was looking at them and I was trying to. Alright, someone ate some papers that I was writing.
So, you know when I send you home to do work, Stefan, what is that?
COVID work?
No.
I'll just. What is that actually? It could be.
You used to do it at school?
Homework!
Yes, okay, so
my homework.
Not quite.
I was doing my homework and I ate my homework.
Whose homework?
My dog's homework.
That is strange. You're fired. Get out of my sight. Thank you. Right. Excuses, everyone. Excuses. We got there. Good game. So, we now have another improv game. This one is called Film Noir. And for this one, I am going to need... They've only just sat down. Poor guys. It is John and Stefan. Get up here. That's what I said. It's Iestyn and Stefan. Get up here. Yes, so, this is Film Noir. These guys are going to be acting out and improv scene, as improvisers tend to do. However, at any point I can say one of their names and they will step forward and soliloquy. They will reveal their innerest, darkest thoughts about the situation that's happening. To demonstrate. Guys, greet each other, please.
How's it going?
Not bad. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Iestyn.
I'm not alright.
That sort of thing. So, for this one, I would like a crisis for these two to be having to solve. Absolutely anything. Could be as silly as you like. A crisis.
House is on fire.
The house is on fire. Good start. It's a bad start.
Dr. Octopus threw his car at Spider-Man.
Dr. Octopus used your car in an attempt to defeat Spider-Man. Any others? You can go wacky here, you can go mental.
I'm trying to get the sofa out the door.
That's mental.
That is... Oh!
The tree stuck in a cat. I'm going to say that one of your cars has been used in a superhero battle, sort of thing. Okay? Yeah, cool. Right. Glad we're here. Film Noir, take it away.
So there it goes. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus H. Christ, what has happened to your automobile?
Wow. I don't know if you've been awake for the past 5 minutes, but that bloke with the octopus arms has just taken it and lobbed it at that bloke who's dressed like a spider.
Oh, they should do that in Top Gear, that's pretty cool.
Stefan.
Yes, I would like to see James May hiring one of them. I mean, as you'd expect, he'd do it properly. But, yeah, I think Richard Hammond would do it better. He has a habit of crashing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see it on Top Gear too. But not using my car! I'm 24 miles away from home. It's going to take all day for me to walk back.
Alright, calm down. It's a bad situation.
It's rough.
Everyone knows about your car.
What?
Everyone now knows your car. Your car is famous.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't give a rat's ass if my car was famous or not. And you know you're in the depths of absolute shit life when your car is more famous than you. This is terrible. What? Look, it's just floating down the river. Well, I can't get that back.
Well, let's start walking. Let's start, and then we'll phone Aviva as we're walking.
What the hell's Aviva gonna do? What the hell? What's my insurance company gonna say? Oh yeah, bloke in an octopus costume just lobbed my car into the sea. You can't complain about that. Can't complain to anyone about that. I'm fucking livid!
Well, that's your policy.
It's my policy. I don't run the insurance companies.
Well, you bought your policy, didn't you? Take that as a yes.
Stefan.
At least it wasn't my car.
How can you genuinely tell me that you look at your car insurance and you think, oh, yeah, we've got like crash coverage, fire coverage, water damage coverage, octopus man throwing a car at a Spider-Man coverage. That is not an option on any website.
Well, so your company clearly doesn't think outside the box.
Which company are you with?
Wow, did you know? It's funny you say this, but Octopus Energy Evolution.
Stefan.
Yeah, it's a bit. I need my exercise, to be honest. This walking's not so bad. And when I get home, my car will be in my driveway intact.
Octopus Energy.
Oh God, there's some blackberries in the bushes here. Fuel for the walk.
Iestyn.
I don't know who this guy is. He just appeared from the sidewalk and became my friend. Well, I call him a friend. He's an arsehole. And frankly, I might just throw him into this blackberry bush. Yeah.
See, you've got to look inside it to get the good ones.
Stefan.
Yeah, I could make some jam later.
Yes. I've been told, here's another advice, never take blackberries from below the knee level because dogs will piss on it. That's just general advice.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Won't be doing that then unless we get really desperate.
Yeah. Do you want to reach in? There's an absolute jewel of a blackberry right in the back there. Do you want to just reach in and get that?
Oh, it looks good, doesn't it? I'll save it for you.
Oh,
and scene! I, for one, hope he fixes his car. But we've come to, I'm afraid to say, the last bit of comedy we have for you this evening. I know. But this one is called Foursquare. It's an improv game, and it will involve all of our improvisers. That is Jon, So you may notice that without any indication, when I said Foursquare, no hints at all, Foursquare, these guys put themselves in square formation. It's like Pavlov's dog. It's brilliant. So, the way this game works is that the two guys at the front will be performing an improv scene. The guy at the front right, for you, the audience, front left, he will be controlling the genre of the scene. So what we're going to do quickly is we're going to assign a genre for each of our performers, so a movie genre. So, to Tom, can we have a genre, please? Action. Horror. Horror. I am going to give you horror. I'm going to give you horror. Rotate. This is how we rotate. Rotate. Can I have a genre for Stefan, please?
Romance.
Romance. Any at all. Romance, good. Romance. A genre for romance, Stefan. You lover boy. Rotate. Stop it. I'm flirting with all the performers. A genre for Iestyn, please.
Zombie apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse, yeah? Rotate. And finally, a genre for Jon.
Drama.
Drama. Drama.
Murder mystery?
Murder. Ooh.
I'll give it a murder mystery.
I've ignored, I've not ignored, I've politely rejected all of your prompts thus far.
With good reason.
I'm still in conflict. I'm going to give you murder mystery, okay? And rotate back to the start. So this is how we were at the beginning. Now, the person in the front right for you guys, he remains the character he is the first time he performed. So in this scene currently, your genre is horror? Yes, so Jon would play a horror character in the scene. However, another thing I can do with these guys is I can go, Tom and Iestyn, switch. Now, the genre is a zombie apocalypse, but your character is still in the horror genre. It's the same character, different genre. Okay? Switch back, guys. So, we'll just do a quick sound off of everyone's genres and then we'll get underway. Tom, your genre is horror. Jon, your genre is
murder mystery.
Iestyn, your genre is
zombie apocalypse.
And Stefan?
Romance.
Romance. Okay, so this is Foursquare. It may sound a bit confusing, but don't worry. Once I get it underway, it'll become clear. Take it away.
Hello, weary traveller. Welcome to my mansion.
Oh, hello. Have you got a room that I could sleep in for the night?
I've got many rooms. They all have different things in. You're gonna love it.
Okay, great. What room can I take?
If you come over here, I recommend this one first. It's a good warm-up room. I think you're going to go through a lot of them. This house is like an experience.
Gosh.
It goes in the wall.
Oh.
At the end, it will be very rewarding for one of us.
Okay, sure.
Rotate.
Do you enjoy your happy meal?
I love my happy meal. It was so happy.
I knew this would be the perfect restaurant for such a starry evening in Preston. Yeah, I had a quarter pounder. You know, I'll give you a quarter pound later.
Rotate.
They're coming through the door! Have you got a gun? Have you got a gun? I've got many guns. Do you want right? Give me the gun. There you go. Cool. Thanks. Right. That kind of slows them down. What? Zombies. Well spotted, sunshine. Right. We've got to build barricades. Have you got any like car tires or wood? I've got some bricks. Bricks?
Right,
Wonderful.
let's break out the zombies.
Yes,
They're really quite quick.
yeah.
You know, there is a lot.
Have you got any quick setting cement?
No, like a
really quick
engineer, I can make some.
What?
I'm a chemical engineer, I can make some.
How do you what? Okay.
Good there. Right, thanks God they're in here already.
Right. What?
Rotate.
Zombie there.
I would like to ask you a few questions, Mr. Brown. Where were you when Professor Plum was murdered?
Well, I was in the basement.
With what comical implement? Was it the lead piping?
No. It was the mop.
That's not an implement which I'm used to in this house.
Well, of course not, you're a man.
It is the 1890s.
Rotate.
So, First room, what do you think?
Well, it was all right. It was quite big and spacious and, you know, a little bit overwhelming, you know, big room, but it was all right.
You ready for the next room?
Yeah,
Here's
sure.
uphill from there.
Okay. What's in that one?
It has a point.
Oh, right, okay.
Lots of points.
Oh, gosh. And why?
For room for the points, I haven't really figured out the point.
Okay.
Stefan and Tom switch.
So, where to now? Spoons or spa? Bottle of rouge?
Oh, gosh, sure.
The streets of Preston. You need old Paris. Oui?
Oh, oui, yeah, sure. Dear me. Can I sleep anywhere in this car?
We can sleep together in spa. We could, all special offer on own brand rosé. Oui, s'il vous plaît.
Another person at my house.
I've got some cement and there is all. Wait.
No zombies in this house. We do different things.
Well, we like this cement then. I don't have much use.
Honestly, I could probably, do up some rooms. Cement looks great. Yeah, it's really good for walls, dungeons, knocking people in with.
Are we going to lock the zombies in the dungeon? Brilliant
I
idea.
just told you there are no zombies there.
Yeah.
Could lock you in a dungeon though. That'd be quite fun actually.
I'll try it out, maybe. I've always wanted to try a dungeon. Please let me
I've got like 7, so let's go.
7? Oh, I can try 7. Nice day out.
Right, down the stairs. Be careful not to step on that one, you might fall through it.
What's there?
Don't
through there, actually.
I wouldn't do that. Because I want to look in my basement, so you know.
Rotate.
For an hour.
Right. Just get some nuggets, man. Where's Stefan going? Having a really nice moment with them.
Have you got any bricks? Have you got any water? Quick! Right, have you got any wood?
For Stefan, yes.
Have you got any guns? Right, there are zombies and they're on their way. You can see them coming over the brow of the hill just there. Right, they're coming at a terribly slow pace. So we've
You
got
want some chicken nuggets?
No, don't offer them food! We have the food!
Please give me that food, you know nobody eats.
Do you know what? You make a bloody good point. Why don't you just feed the zombies?
Tom and John switch.
That's why ducks. What?
Oh,
You look adequately scared for the situation. Right.
Gosh.
I'm just feeding some zombies chicken nuggets in the hope that it will be sufficient for them.
Oh gosh. Right. Okay.
So, yeah. Have you got any bricks though? Because we're still in the process of bricking up the doorway.
Unfortunately not. I'm just a weary traveller.
You're a weary traveller?
Yes.
Where have you come from?
A forest and then Paris.
Have you got any bite marks on you?
No.
Are you sure? No one's bitten you, no?
Pretty sure.
Right. Are you sure? You're not lying to me now.
No.
Because I'll kill you.
Oh God. No, I'm not. I have no bite marks on me.
Rotate.
Another person to my house. I'm getting the lottery today.
My God, this is a jolly good house, sir.
Thank you very much. Would you like to experience it all?
Well, I'm quite enjoying the porch. Yeah, it's very nice. I love what you've done with the seat.
Yeah. Not like I say that.
No, it's lovely baroque. You know, shape is very nice. Very rococo, isn't it?
What do you think of the dead guy in the corner?
The dead guy? Oh yes, well, you know.
Just adds character, you know.
Yes, well, you know, someone, I'd heard someone had died, so that's perfectly...
Don't think it was him, that was quite a while ago.
How was it?
I keep on there.
He's died anyway, so I remember it well. Yes, it's a bit disconcerting, I suppose.
Rotate.
Oh, where have you been?
Oh, we've been out a lot drinking rouge and... Let's get to...
No, we
I know this...
Yeah.
Have you been with someone else?
No, I don't remember it.
You've been drinking wine without me. I've just been sitting here eating these nuggets. Some weird guy came and stole my nuggets and fed them to some like poor people.
Why would he feed chicken nuggets to poor people?
Apparently they were very hungry and they were going to eat us. Yeah, that was my thinking, but then you sort of took them from me.
Anyway, don't worry. I know this really posh hotel we can spend the night in called Travel Lodge. It's just around the corner. They've got a TV. We can watch TV into the early hours.
Okay.
In bed.
Right. Alright. Hello, where were you at the scene of the crime? At the time of the crime, that is.
Well, I don't know, but funny you should say that. Some guy I can diplomatically describe as eccentric has just locked me in a dungeon for 7 years. 7 hours. That's it.
7 hours, but that is just now. Where were you on the night of the 17th of March 2022?
I was building a brick wall with my own special cement, which you can buy 2 for 1. I was building. Do you know what they were? Do you know what they were?
No.
Do you know why we were building a brick wall? It wasn't because it wasn't with Mexico. It was with zombies.
And scene. And I'm afraid to say that this means we have come to the end of our show. Thank you, LUCI members who know to R. So, a round of applause for all our performers, please. If you want to see us perform this all again, we still have tickets available for our gig on Thursday in Kanteena. You can find them on our Facebook page. And if you're considering maybe joining the society, it's getting a bit late in the term now, but send us a message, we can let you know stuff that's going on next term. We're very happy to have anyone. We've been LUCI, happy comic relief, have a good night.